Good afternoon. Welcome to today's Incentive Concepts Live broadcast. I'm your host, Andy Hudson, and we're back for another week. I'm the Director of Marketing for Incentive Concepts. And we're very happy to have you here today. Thank you for joining us to learn about our corporate gifting solutions, our workplace solutions, our event gifting options, and more. And most importantly, it's a way for us to have fun and stay connected with all of you here via this live chat. So before we get started, please note a few suggestions to have a great viewing experience. You're likely watching on the Incentive Concepts website, and just below the box, there should be a chat function via YouTube, and we encourage you to use that throughout the broadcast. We're also streaming on Facebook and Periscope by Twitter, so if you're watching on there, welcome. And also, we'd like to hear from you throughout the broadcast by leaving comments and chats. With that, let's get started. Our VP of Sales, Kevin Hagan, is back again for more, and so are our special guests, Mark Wonderlic and David Rosenstock. So welcome back, Kevin. Welcome, Mark and David. How's everybody doing?
Hey, guys.
Very good. How you guys doing?
All right, wonderful. Let's start with you, Kevin. Good to see you again. Looks like you got a haircut since the last time I saw you. So did I. So why don't you give us a quick overview of what we have planned for today?
Yeah, thanks, Andy. So obviously, Mark and Dave are in our Midwest here. They're right in our backyard from our corporate office in St. Louis. So the intent is to kind of go over what's happening locally in each of these areas, get a better idea and better feel of how employees are being treated in different places and when are people coming back to their offices and what corporations are doing. So, there's a lot of shift, as we all know. There's a lot of change in what we're looking at and the things that are going on in today's world. So they're going to share a little bit about what's happening in their territory.
Fantastic, fantastic. And as in the past, you'll be tuning into the live chat. So make sure if you're watching to interact, and Kevin will be interacting with you over on the live chat too. And so I'm going to start with our first viewer poll question, which we like to do. And our first viewer poll question to help people stay engaged is, what percentage of U.S. employees enjoy going to work every day? What percentage of U.S. employees enjoy going to work today? What do you think it is, Kevin?
Well, if you're with Incentive Concepts, it's got to be 100%. But I imagine everywhere else is in the low 30s.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, we'll get back to that question in a second. You can tune in. But I want to welcome our guests here today. We've got Mark Wonderlic and David Rosenstock. Mark, I'm going to start with you, if that's okay. You've got 25 years of experience in the industry. Some would call you a seasoned vet. That's a compliment.
I hope so.
And you've probably experienced a bunch of ups and downs over the years. But with this pandemic going on right now, have you ever seen anything like it? And what's been the most interesting or impactful thing for the whole COVID-19 on our industry?
I mean, I don't think anyone's experienced a complete shutdown of the economy. So, I mean, we've gone through the dot-com bubble, we've gone through 9/11, we've gone through the financial crisis, and all through those times, the one thing we did was we just continued to work. And, I do think, and I run into people who just kind of shut down and just wait for things to get better. We've been operating, normal business hours and double our efforts just to figure out, what can be done. So I think, that's the biggest thing. And no one's experienced this before. So, we just continue to work and hopefully we'll be successful.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And one more question. You've represented a lot of wonderful name brand merchandise over the years in various categories. What category do you think has the most potential for growth or is currently doing quite well, especially with this whole work from home theme that we're all experiencing now?
Well, I mean, I think, a few years ago, everyone was talking about nesting and staying at home. Well, now we're forced to nest, right? And so not necessarily a bad thing. So we're seeing, how to have fun at home, whether it's indoor games, outdoor games, grilling. Fun at home is something that, everyone is demanding, and we're getting a lot of orders. Just, getting product has been challenging because it's so popular. Same with home improvement. Home improvement products are flying off the shelf. Work from home products, anything to make you work more successfully at home is very popular. And then, camping, hiking, boating, just the general outdoors. People are discovering nature again. And it's amazing. Like in my backyard, I don't live in the city, but I live in a suburb. And I've got a doe and 2 babies that live in my backyard. Basically, a little woods back there. It's crazy how the wildlife has come back in. So, and the other thing is healthy living. I mean, the pandemic has forced everyone to, really rethink, being healthy and being fit. And so those are the things that I see are really, really popular.
All right. Yeah. And I agree 100% with you. Lots of people spending time outside. There's people walking around my neighborhood all the time. It's great to see. Let's shift over to David. David, welcome. We're glad you're joining us. And we're going to stick kind of with the COVID-19 theme on this question. But what has been the most significant change that you've experienced as far as not being able to meet face to face with like your customers or maybe your business partners and to stay engaged with them?
Well, thanks, Andy. Good to see you. The main thing that I'm starting to do now is starting to do video virtual sales meetings with clients. Kevin and I actually had the first one a couple of weeks ago with a client, and it went great. It's so much better to be able to see people than just talking on the phone or sending 50 emails. It's more fun. It's interactive. It's here to stay. I have a feeling.
Yeah, for sure. And thank goodness for Zoom. Thank goodness for other platforms, whether it's Microsoft Teams or Skype or whatever you use out there. We're very familiar with Zoom. One other question, and this is kind of a congratulations, but also a question. You were recently elected as the secretary of EMRA, which I have a hard time always saying this, but it's the Incentive Manufacturers Representative Alliance. I guess I did pretty well there. So congratulations on that. And tell us a little bit about what your responsibilities in that role are and what you're most excited about.
Well, thank you, Andy. Well, I'm brand new to the position, so I haven't done a whole lot yet. So I don't have any, great stories to tell. But I am excited to be on the IMRA board again. I really enjoy it. I enjoy interacting with all the people on the board and in IMRA. I mean, there's just hundreds of years of experience there, and every time I talk to them, I learn something new. So it's great to be on the board, and looking forward to the next year.
All right. Well, we'll be watching, and thanks for everything you do to represent companies like ours and everybody in the industry, really. Let's head back to Kevin real quick and see if he has any answers so far to our question, which was, what percentage of U.S. employees enjoy going to work every day? Kevin, what are some people saying out there?
Well, we've got Kate, who's won, I think, every answer so far with 25%. Jillian says 45%. We have a 70% and a 24%.
Okay, well, I think Kate, I think Kate's run has come to an end because according to a recent survey by HR technologists, only 42% of U.S. workers say they look forward to going to work every day. So Jillian, I guess, is closest with 45%. Now, that number jumps up to 84% when looking at the Fortune Best 100 companies to work for. And that, I think, speaks to the need for us to continue to engage, recognize, and thank our employees, provide comfort to our team members. So it's a great article out there. You can do some searches for that, but that's just a good indication of kind of what we're all about and what we're talking about here today. So thanks for those comments, everybody. So Kevin and Mark are going to step aside, I think, because we're going to start off with David first. So Kevin, Mark, if you guys could turn off your videos and maybe mute yourselves, okay. We'll get back to you in a little bit. And David, we're going to let you go first, if that's okay.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks, Andy.
All right. Wonderful. So yeah, what do you have in store for us today?
So today I wanted to talk about home fitness. And, as we just talked about, COVID's changed everything for all of us. And going to the gym is no different. After the gyms here opened, I started going back to the gym and there was no one there, and it was great. And then the last time I went, it seemed like everybody was at the gym. I mean, it was packed and uncomfortably so. I just started working out and I just didn't feel comfortable being around that many people in a closed environment with no masks on. So that's been the last time I was at the gym. And so I started working out from home. So I thought it'd be good to cover, what would make a good home fitness,
great,
a home gym. I'm not the only one who's not going to the gym. the demand for fitness equipment has exploded, and it's just off the charts. And, you know, that makes it a good time for our customers to put fitness equipment in incentive programs, because if it's what people want, that's what we want to give them. So I'm going to start real quick talking about Incentive Concepts has two great brands of fitness equipment. We have Body Solid, and we also have Lifeline Fitness. And I'm going to kick it off today, starting on Body Solid, and then I'll move on to Lifeline.
All right. Go ahead and show us a little bit about that Body Solid.
All right. So the first product is right here, we have a set of 6 kettlebells. And for anybody who's never used kettlebells before in a workout, they may look cute, but they are a legitimate workout. If you did an entire workout with kettlebells, you would know you've had a workout. They're extremely versatile. You can work out just about every part of the body. You can work out your upper body, your lower body. You can get your core in, and you're definitely going to get your cardio in. So it's a great home fitness product. These don't take up much space. So no matter how much room you have in your house, you can probably make room for some kettlebells. So
Great.
Some of the benefits of kettlebells, they do help your cardio. They extend your range of motion. Naturally, they're going to help build strength, but they also help you build your balance and stability. So they're a great item to add to any home gym.
I've always wanted to give those a try. I've never had a set, so I might have to grab a set for myself, because I feel like I've been doing a lot of walking and cardio, but maybe not as much kind of weight training. So great overview. What about this big rack that you have to your right?
So the next two things I'm going to talk about are the Body Solid dumbbells and also the Body Solid weight bench.
Okay.
They kind of go together. Real quick, I'm going to touch on the weight bench real quick.
Sure.
This weight bench from Body Solid, one of the best things about it is it comes in one box and it was fully assembled. All you have to do is put the legs down and you're ready to go. So that's, as an incentive item, it's always great to have an item you don't have to spend hours putting together. So
Absolutely.
Weight bench, it's fully adjustable. You can have it on an incline. You can also have this one on a decline. So, you know, it's a great place to start your workout. And if you're going to have some dumbbells, you really kind of need a weight bench to go with it, because they go hand in hand.
Okay.
And with a weight bench and a set of dumbbells, again, there are hundreds and hundreds of exercises you can do to get a full body workout. So this particular weight rack, it comes with 6 different weights, and the rack is awesome in my opinion, because if I didn't have this rack, they would clearly be strewn about the floor. And so it's nice, it's compact, it fits in the corner, doesn't take up a lot of space. So I think it's a great piece for a home gym.
Okay. Before we move on to the next thing, I noticed you got a poster behind you, Patrick Mahomes, it looks like.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for people that are watching, he's near in the Kansas City area. I'm in the St. Louis area. So we might have to have a little chat about that later. But are you a Royals fan or a Cardinals fan?
I'm a Royals fan, although I'm a Royals fan. I grew up here, George Brett, you know, everything. So I'm a big Royals fan, but I do like the Cardinals as well. Sorry, Kevin.
Okay. Well, Kevin's not on to defend his Cubs. We'll talk about that
Even
later.
better.
Okay.
Even
great
better.
Great overview of Body Solid. Thank you for that. What else do you have in store for us?
So I want to touch on Lifeline Fitness.
Okay.
Lifeline Fitness manufacturer, they have products such as foam rollers for massaging. They have other massage products. They have fitness workout pads, and they also have resistance training equipment. So the first thing is this workout pad. You know, the workout pad is great. It's water resistant. It's a cushion, so you got a nice cushiony place to do your workout. It's skid resistant, so you can put it on the carpet to protect carpet, or if you're in the family room, if you decide to take it out on your deck and work out on your deck, you can certainly use it there. So it's always good to have a professional, you know, a workout mat with you. So we have several different colors to choose from. Awesome.
That looks great. What else have you got from Lifeline?
So the other thing that I have is I have this, and hopefully this isn't hard to see, but it's this is a Lifeline Jungle Gym XT resistance trainer. And for those that don't know, resistance training is where you use your body mass to do all your workouts. And the way you use the resistance trainer is it attaches to any sturdy door frame. So it makes it great for anyone to use. I mean, you can use it anywhere. You can use it in your basement, your bedroom. You can even take it on your road and throw it in your suitcase. As long as you've got a nice sturdy door, you're ready to go.
Right. And the guy looks really fit on there, much like yourself. So
Yeah, I wish I looked like that. So I wish I had hair like that. So
yeah, exactly.
you know, in resistance training, the nice part about it is you can be a beginner or you can be an expert and still use this. And it's because you use the way you stand using the machine determines how hard it will be to use. So if you're a beginner, you do it so it's not quite as hard, and you work up to being, using more weight. But these are very popular. You can even go to gyms today, and they'll have whole rows of resistance trainers there to use.
Sure. Great. Well, you seem to have an entire room there devoted. Is that everything that you have that you want to show us today, or?
No, actually, I got two more things.
Okay, great.
I didn't want to let my time go by without talking about my two most favorite Incentive Concepts products. So,
perfect. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so anybody that's seen me do a Bose presentation knows that my absolute favorite product from Bose is the Bose Sound Sport Free, totally wireless in-ear buds. I love these things. I use them all the time. All my customers, if I have any customers watching, they've already seen all this. So, but I love these. They're great. Actually, today I'm using this. The microphone is how you're hearing me today, and that's how I'm hearing you guys. So it's an extremely versatile earbuds. I use these when I work out for sure. Every single time I mow the lawn, when I go for a walk, when I go for a run, when I clean the garage and I want to listen to a podcast. I use these things all the time. They're great. I was trying to think if I'd ever run these out of, the battery, and I don't think I ever have. The battery lasts up to 5 hours on one charge, and I always put them in the case, and I always keep the case charged. So the case is good for 2 more charges, so you can get 10 more hours of play out of it. So, I could talk for days on this product. It's a great product. Andy and I were talking before the conference call. I love music, so I'm always listening to music, and it's my number one Bose product for sure. So
awesome. Well, if you enjoy music or if you enjoy mowing the lawn as much as you enjoy music, you're welcome to come over to St. Louis and mow my lawn for me if you want.
I'm good for now. It's a little warm to
okay.
do the lawn.
We got time. So. We got about 1 minute. Do you have one other thing to show us, maybe?
All right, I got one more thing. I'll cover it real quick.
Okay.
This is a Body Solid Life Best Fitness inversion table. And for people that don't know, an inversion table is used to you just basically you get in, it turns you upside down. And inversion therapy, it's designed to help your back. So it helps reduce back pain, neck pain, can help eliminate headaches. It can improve your posture, improve your flexibility, and they say it even reduces stress. So I was going to demo it if we have time, but I do want to say that I think I've worked for Body Solid for 13 years. And in that entire span, I think this is still always one of our top 2 or 3 items in redemption programs. It always does well. It's the kind of item that you're not going to spend the money on it to buy it, but if you could earn one in an incentive program, you're going to get it. And it's because you don't use it every day. I'll use it 2-3 times a week unless I'm having back problems, and then I use it constantly. So real quick, I'll show you how to use this.
Yeah.
It is already set up for me because this is the one that I use. You just lock your feet in, and all you do is you lean back, and it starts taking you backwards. And as you move your hands forward, it turns you upside down.
Great.
And that's how you use it. So,
Great.
And just to get back up, you just bring your hands up, and it just takes very little effort.
Yeah. And I would imagine that with all the stress that people are going through now, whether it's for work or having the kids at home, having the stress release aspect of that is probably key.
Yeah, it's a great piece. I use mine all the time. So
awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much, David. Great overview, and hats off to your camera operator too. So make sure to give your camera operator, which I believe is your wife, a high five later. Okay.
I will do it.
All right. Thanks a lot, David. We're gonna bring Kevin back on here. So stay put, David, and we're gonna bring Kevin back on here and see if there's any questions or comments. Kevin, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, there he is. So great job by David, of course. Do you have anything to add?
Very good. No, I think they've covered it well. So there's, as we're saying, this is a big time for equipment. People are working out of their homes more, and I think that'll continue to happen. So all of the exercise equipment between the 3 brands we have, there's a lot of assortment at different price levels. So check it out. Take a look at it.
All right, great.
As far as any questions, there hasn't been really any questions on the chats yet. They were talking about the inversion being one of the best-selling units for many years, and it has redeemed very well for us. So that's great to see it in use, David. Thanks for that demonstration.
Yeah, great job, David. Whenever there's no questions, that means you've done a good job. So you get A+ there from us today.
That's right.
I know. Yeah, add it to your resume, of course. While we're at it, let's get to our next poll question. And we're going to go a little bit different and make this a little bit fun today, folks. So it's really not a poll. It's more of a question. Whether it was Father's Day or Mother's Day or a recent occasion like a birthday or something, when was the last time you gave somebody a gift? All right, viewers, when was the last time you gave somebody a gift? What was the gift? Who did you give it to? And how did it make you feel? All right. So, Kevin, you haven't given me a gift in a while, I'm afraid, but
you didn't get that? I sent
I didn't. Yeah, right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead and type that into the comments. What was the gift, who you gave it to, and how did it make you feel? Okay. And we're going to bring Mark back on now. There he is. Perfect. Perfect timing, Mark. Kevin.
My cameraman.
That's right. Good. You're your own cameraman. So Kevin and David, if you guys could step aside now, we're going to focus on Mark. We'll see you back here in a little bit. Okay.
Great. Thanks.
All right, Mark, it's just you and me, my friend.
Hello, everybody. How you doing out there? Dave, bore you guys at all? I'm kidding. I got a few things I'm going to talk about, all kind of on the theme of tailgating, outdoor fun, staying at home, and staying healthy. So the first thing I want to talk about is, pizza. Everybody loves pizza, right? Why heat up that big oven, especially in the summertime, when you can get an amazing little pizza oven? And this little thing will cook up a 12-inch pizza. It has a removable crumb tray on the bottom, just like a toaster does, so no fires. It's got a 60-minute timer. And the nice thing is it has 2 heating elements, so you can either run both at the same time or just the top or just the bottom. So it gives you a little flexibility in things you're going to cook besides pizza. One of the nice things is, how many people will burn their hand getting a pizza out of the oven, right? Mm-hmm. This has a beautiful slide-out tray. Pull the pizza right out. You don't ever have to worry about yourself. And then you slide it back in, and the handle does fold away, out of the way, in case you got it on the counter. So,
right. And what was the brand of that one again?
That is Magic Chef.
Magic Chef, great. And what type of pizza did you have today?
Pizza is not normally on my diet.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have a pizza today. Thank you, but I do love pizza.
Okay, well that's great. So awesome.
It's a great item. The other thing I wanted to show you are, darts is a great family fun game. Arachnid is, I believe, the #1 brand of dart games. This is a cool piece because it's online gameplay. You can play at home, but you can also hook it up with an app on your phone and play against your buddies who are maybe quarantined someplace else. You can do stat trackers. You can create profiles and rankings, full color scoring, animation. It's a pretty fun little thing. It's a soft touch. You don't have to worry about hurting someone. And it's a really inexpensive, easy way to have some fun with your family or with your friends. It's like the video game all over the world. They can play darts all over the world. So,
oh, wow.
Pretty cool piece. And, there's several versions. We have a lot of different dartboards to choose from, but this is my favorite because everybody likes to play against their friends, and if their friends can't come over, you can still play.
Awesome. Love it.
Another game that's really fun and it's really big is Cornhole. Cornhole is fun for tailgating, for your backyard, family parties. We have a lot of different versions, but this is a great piece. This is obviously portable. It hooks together, and it also can be customized, which is very beautiful.
You got it upside down, Mark. So make sure to show us.
Sorry.
That's okay.
All right, here we go. Have a Corona.
There you go.
And we have all sizes from desktop to full-time outdoor boards you can leave outside all the time. So,
and that's fully decorated. You could decorate that entire thing, right?
Correct. The whole panel is a decorative board. So
cool.
Makes a big splash, and a lot of the brands love it. Beer brands, soda brands love Cornhole. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a great piece. And then next I like to go to on the staying healthy theme is CBD. And a lot of people may be familiar with CBD, may not be familiar with CBD, but just in general, CBD is part of the cannabis plant. Now, it doesn't get you high. So a lot of people out there are probably disappointed, but there's no buzz from CBD. You may know, a year and a half ago, I had a horrible skiing accident. Right leg broke in 2 places, ripped out my knee. I had to have full reconstructive, and I'm doing pretty good now, as you can tell, but CBD was a key to my recovery. My surgeon, who was a well-known surgeon, he's operated on professional athletes, Olympic athletes, performers. So he kind of knows what he's talking about. In our first meeting, he said, get some CBD. And so CBD is not like taking an aspirin. You take 1 pill and you feel better. It's homeopathic. So you have to continually use it. So like on my knee, when I was rehabbing, I was literally using it 5 times a day. And you massage it in, so you get a little massage. And for me, he told me I was his best patient he ever had as far as recovery goes. So,
Great.
I mean, I personally highly recommend it. There's a lot of, research going on about Alzheimer's disease, cancer, epilepsy. I know the FDA has approved some forms of CBD to treat certain forms of epilepsy, anxiety, stress, sleeping, anti-inflammatory, which is what I used it for. I mean, there's a lot of things. And if you go online and look at it, and I recommend you doing your own research, you're going to see a lot of former professional athletes endorse CBD. They've got a lot of injuries that are, chronic, and it really helps. So one of the great things about CBD, some people don't like the taste because it is kind of a grassy herbal taste. So we have it in several forms. One is gummy bears. Gummy bears, they taste like gummy bears. So it's great for kids, for adults. We also have dog treats. A lot of dogs have anxiety, thunderstorms, fireworks. I give my dog CBD twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. It really does help. Sorry, I knocked off my prop, but
that's all right.
The cream version is what I use for my knee, and it's crazy good. But one of the best things right now in this pandemic, in this age of virus, we can use, just came out with our own hand sanitizer, which has CBD in it. And I got to tell you, and aloe vera, and it's really a creamy, non-drying hand sanitizer. You'll definitely notice the difference between a hand sanitizer that just dries your hands out to this, who almost feels like you put lotion on. So
right.
This is very affordable. It's a nice package. And every one of our customers is trying to find hand sanitizer right now. So This is a great add-on.
Excellent.
Love CBD. It comes in different flavors. If you want to do the tincture, we've got citrus, we've got mint, we've got cinnamon. So if you want to try that, that goes under your tongue. You let it sit for maybe 30 seconds or as long as you can, then you swallow it. It's absorbed into your system. It's more of a whole body. Helps with digestion and all those kind of things. So,
all right. Well, that's a great overview, Mark, of CBD Works products. We're running a little short on time, so
I got something really important I got to talk about.
Well, no, absolutely. Go ahead.
So we're outside. We're having people over. We're social distancing. The Bose S1 Pro is an amazing piece of equipment. I was going to turn it on, but through computer speakers and all, you really can't hear it. But You can imagine the sound. But one of the great things about this piece is it has a built-in EQ, which is on the side, so you can see. It's got a built-in EQ. It's got a lot of inputs for microphones, musical instruments. I mean, it's a PA system. Mm-hmm. One of the cool things about it is it's got a built-in sensor, so that no matter where you put it, it automatically EQ to have your best sound, whether it's on a deck or against a brick wall, whatever it is. So it's got a 3-channel mixer on board. It's got reverb. It's got an EQ. I know my son's hooked his guitar into it and played the guitar. I think some people play karaoke on it. I can't sing, so I don't. It does have an 11-hour rechargeable battery, so you can plug it in, or you can carry it around. It's fully portable with a rechargeable battery. Got a built-in handle, super rugged case. Love this thing, man. It's made to travel.
Actually, Mark, on Friday night when Hamilton came out, my family and I had a little outdoor viewing of Hamilton, and we used the S1 Pro for the audio, and it was amazing. Hearing Lin-Manuel Miranda and everybody else sing was just fantastic. So great product.
Nice.
All right.
Well, did you sing at the same time or not?
Well, I sang along. I do know some of the words, I have to admit. But and do you have time for one last thing over to your left? It looks like there's something, one last thing there.
What did I forget? I don't think so. Other than I didn't mention that we do actually customize the bags on Cornhole. So we can customize
there we go.
the individual bag as well.
Okay.
The only other thing I have is the leg and foot massager, which we're going to show a little later. So.
Oh, that's right. Okay, great. So thank you very much, Mark. That was fantastic. Let's bring Kevin and David back on. Guys, if you could turn your videos back on, we'll go to gallery view here and make sure they're doing okay. Here they are. And that brings us close to the end of our presentation, but I wanted to see if there are any other comments or viewers, Kevin, from anybody watching out there.
No, not a lot of comments. There were some responses to our second poll. If you want to go over those, I can tell you that Heather's for Father's Day bought her dad a joke book for dad jokes for one of your favorites, Andy. Also, Jen bought her son some headphones for their birthday, and Dan Bull said he bought a friend a floating cooler, and he felt great because of how surprised and appreciative the recipient was on the gift. So that's what it's all about, is the surprise and the appreciation of the gifts itself.
Right. I don't know about you. I always feel better when I give a gift. I love receiving gifts, but I always feel better when I give something to somebody that they really appreciate. So that's my personal thing. Well, that's great. Thank you to everybody for watching. Let's go back here. David, if you're still on,
I'm good now.
There's David, and look at Mark. Mark, can you unmute yourself? And yeah,
he's too comfortable.
We can't hear you. He's looking pretty comfortable. Mark, tell us what you're doing there.
This is Human Touch. It's a foot and calf massager. And man, does it feel good. In fact, I might fall asleep in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Gets the bottom of your feet, get your calves, get your ankles. Pretty sweet. You can actually sit in your desk chair and use this.
All right, good. A wonderful thing to help people stay relaxed. So that's great. Well, thank you guys for everything. This was a great time. Flies when you're having fun. That was 30 minutes and actually a little over 30 minutes. Next week on July 16th, we are going to be heading back east, and we're going to hook up with Dan and Jeff, our reps out on the East Coast, and they're going to be setting up one of our select signature collection events. So everybody can see the execution of one of our on-site events that features 6 of our wonderful brands. So make sure to tune in for that. And then the week after that, on July 23rd, we're going to go to the other side of the country on the West Coast and welcome in Marty, Bobby, and Ben from the West Coast, where they're going to talk a little bit about some items that are popular out in that part of the country. So again, that's 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central on Thursdays, incentiveconcepts.com/live. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, we'd really appreciate that. Please jump on over to incentiveconcepts.com/live to RSVP and to look for more information. Kevin, any closing thoughts?
Closing song? You want me to sing a song?
Yeah, that's fine.
Please no.
No, again, David and Mark, thank you for everything you've done there. Some great information, good insight on what's happening in your territory, and we'll tune in next week to see some more.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks,
Bye,
Kevin.
everybody.
Mark, thank you so much.
Thanks,
David, great job by both of you. Take care, fellas.
Excuse me if I don't get up.
Okay.
Thanks, Andy.
See you guys.